Morning Jay, Steve here, obviously inside. Doors are open, balcony doors are open, which is overlooking the pool area, and the first thing is it's really quite peaceful, which is great. But I'm going to give you an orientation here. Stood here, the front door is immediately behind me. Now I've just had a walk through, and I actually can't see any defects. It's in really good condition. Pro Build do a good job anyway. But now you'll notice some bits and pieces around. It still requires a professional clean, but other than that it looks good. But like I say, going to give you an orientation now. Stood here, this area is a little bit tight, but the nice thing here is you've got the covered balcony outside. On the left hand side here we've got the kitchen, and then on the right hand side here we've got quite a wide opening with large floor to ceiling sliding door into a really quite spacious bedroom and study area, and then further door into the bathroom. So it's actually quite a practical layout. Like I say, the only one sort of restriction is the smaller living space, but it's ideal for one person or a couple. Plenty of space here to have a little dining area if that's what they want, and obviously quite a large tile area, which is good also. Now immediately above us we've got the smoke alarm, so that's good for compliance. We'll talk separately about a smoke alarm safety program which is essential for Victoria. But like I say, let's note that down as a conversation we need to have. I'm in Singapore next week actually, it'd be good to catch up. Okay, so just on the right hand side here we've got the main switchboard with a little funky light. Actually, I've never seen one of those before, that's good. Starting on the kitchen here, left hand side, 4-ring gas hob, electric fan assisted Miele oven. And then while we're here, Fisher and Paykel dish drawer. Limited, obviously, cupboard space, low level cupboard space. We've got a little drawer for all your knives and forks there. Corner unit that wraps right around into this space beneath. So this is a good area. Power also for kettle, microwave, etc. It's some form. I thought it was stone actually, but this, I don't know what the surface is, but it's nice. It's all good, all new, no defects. Obviously no water pressure at the moment. We've got 3 or 4 eye level units, all with slow shutting devices, which is good. And on the left hand side here, useful pantry. I'm going to show you this actually. It's actually not bad for storage all up really. You've got all these multi-shelves, further sockets for toasters and things like that, which is great. Furthermore storage and space for fridge freezer. Okay, so that's not included here. That there's no need to actually even put a fridge freezer in there, mate. That'll be the tenant's responsibility. So kitchen's all good. Moving into, like I say, we've got this living area here. Heaps of power sockets. We've got a split system heating, cooling here with concealed compressor outside, which I'll show you, which is a nice stylish feature as well. It's good that that's tucked away. We've got internet connections and TV connections here. Property is already wired for the national broadband network, and the building is provided, it's already set up for Origin. Okay, so basically the tenants can walk in, connect to Origin straight away. Okay, if they want to go to another provider they can, but it's going to take some time and additional cost to do that. Nice feature, big sliding doors here with a solar, a slight tint to them as well, so that's going to keep down the direct sunlight. Not going to be much here anyway, but allows plenty of light in. Now, particular note here, part of the contract did not include blinds. Okay, so that's something that we'll get a quote for you on upon settlement. Installed real fast on that. Probably looking around about $1,500, but I'll get that quote organised once we get the keys in a few weeks' time. Out onto the balcony, nice big, it's actually really spacious out here, it really is quite good. Completely concealed as well, or not, sorry, not completely concealed, you've got this opening here. But completely covered, which is great, so you're going to be really protected from the elements, and the view's pretty good actually. Already stated over the pool, which is nice. You hear the sound of the water, which is good, going through the vents, and you know, plenty of entertaining space, little seating area, etc. We'll see. Again, it's going to be limited access down there at the moment, I imagine, but you can see these nice little bays here where residents can go and enjoy. But yeah, that's the look there. I'm trying to get my orientation now. I'm kind of thinking north. This would be a guess here, Jade. I think north is this way, meaning I think the sun's directly above here, meaning we're going to get some nice afternoon sun as it comes down over the bay, and in the distance, maybe you can see it. That's the Westgate Bridge over there. That certainly is the westerly direction, so we'll be getting some nice afternoon sun. Back here you can see square on the yaw compressor. As mentioned, that's really nice that that's tucked away. Wander back through. As mentioned, can't see any defects to any of the walls, floor coverings, ceilings, all seems in good repair. This is I've not seen this layout before. It's pretty good actually. We've got heaps of space here for double or queen bed, power sockets either side, and the phone line or something there. These days, obviously, you just plug in the router somewhere, usually in the cupboards here for the broadband, and then it's Bluetooth, you know, throughout, Wi-Fi through the property. Good cupboard space for a one-bedder. So there's the internet connection, rail space, eye-level storage space as well. Useful big mirrored doors, heaps of further shelves while I'm here as well. And hey, look, this is really great storage for like I say, a one-bedroom property. And then behind me over there by the window, a really useful space for desk or, you know, whatever the tenant wants to use it as, but it does feel really quite spacious, which is great. Further power sockets and slightly higher ceilings also. Continuing into the ensuite, the only point I would note here is the grousing. I'm just going to note this with Rachel. The grousing does need a good scrub. I'm sure it's going to be cleaned anyway as part of the professional deep clean. But fully quite a practical arrangement here. Decent sized basin. There's some real nice design features. There's this little tray here, which is great for your day-to-day pieces. Little inset towel rail holder, which is nice. You know, and all through little storage spaces underneath the basin. Yeah, it's good. It's good. And then obviously a good range of eye-level units, vanity units here. Plenty of storage options. Good thing inside here is you've got a power socket, and the middle one is for this lighting effect down the outside, which would be nice of the evening, just to leave that on. While I'm here, I'll come back to the shower in just a moment. Behind the door, European laundry. Now the important thing here, I'm just going to plonk the flash on. So we have, this is all watertight underneath. It's a sealed finish to make sure that if there is any water leakages, it's not going to cause any damage to below and this, that and the other. All the silicone around the perimeter here is fully intact, which is something that we just need to monitor continuously over time to make sure that is not compromised at any point. But yeah, here we've got space for washer. Tenants sometimes do request to have an eye-level dryer, like an actual bracket installed up there. It's pretty normal, wouldn't be a bad thing to consider in the future, but let's just see what they say. Sometimes tenants have a washer with a dryer stacked on top. And then behind here's shower. This is a nice little feature, it's just a cut-out hole for access into the shower. Again, another little design feature there with a tray. I'm assuming, I just want to make sure, this area here, I'm going to bring that is a defect. It looks like the hole for this connection point here for the obviously this is a tap. Looks like the hole's been cut too small, and that is not watertight. So that needs to be addressed for sure. Looks like they've tried to touch it up, but that is an area that is a defect. We'll raise that for sure. Otherwise, silicon around the corners is all intact, and like I say, look, there's a good example of what it should look like. Holes correct size and fully watertight. Otherwise, what I'll do, I'll be pausing this video shortly just to continue. In fact, what I'll do, I'll probably stop this video now and do another streetscape for you to take in the outside. Like I say, I probably won't have access to the communal areas, but today's about internal anyway. So yeah, that's all, Jay. I'll get this over to you this afternoon and we'll have a chat.